Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Zombie Team here with another Predecessor video. Today we're going to be looking at Khimera. He is only really used in the jungle. He's no more fit for any other roles other than that. So let's have a quick look at his abilities. First, we're going to start with Spirit Regeneration. Damaging enemy heroes and monsters with basic attacks or abilities grant Khimera 0.7 health regeneration for 2.5 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. Hero kills grant 10 stacks instantly, and Khimera gains 10% movement speed while above 15 stacks. This 0.7 does increase with your level, so in later levels it will increase to 1.5, 1.8 to per stack. So that does increase as your level gets higher. Next is just his basic attack, increases by 80% of physical damage. His first ability is Ambush. You leap to an enemy hero or monster, dealing 60, 85, 110, 135, 160, plus 85% physical damage, and slowing them by 30% for 1.5 seconds. It deals up to 2 times damage based on the target's missing health, so the less health they have, the more damage it does, up to double the amount. It grants 5 spirit regeneration stacks on hit. Its cooldown is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 respectively, and its cost is 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 respectively. Next is Unleash. Unleash Khimera's primal spirit for 3 seconds, granting him maximum attack speed for 5 successful attacks. Each basic attack deals 10, 16, 22, 28, 34, plus 45% physical damage, and cleaves nearby enemies for 70% of the damage. Its cooldown is 10, 8.5, 7, 5.5, and 4, and the cost is always 40 mana. Its third ability is Invigorate. Khimera instantly cleanses all debuffs and heals himself for 7, 9, 11, 13, 15% of his maximum health, plus 1.5 times the current regeneration. So if you have 30 stacks of spirit regeneration, you get the extra one as well. So you get an extra 30, 1.5, extra 45 health if you only have 30 health per second. So this gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The higher your level gets, the more spirit regeneration stacks you get, etc. One thing to note with this ability too, it is a cleanse. Lots of people don't think this, but it is. If you're jumping out of Murdoch and he has a trap down in front of him, as soon as you land on the trap, you cleanse and you can immediately keep going. Just don't get caught in the second one. It only lasts for about half a second, so don't use it too early and don't use it too late either. As soon as you land, use it immediately, or if you get stunned and you need to get out, you can use that immediately. Just be careful when you use it and use it at the right times. That takes a bit of time to get used to, so if you play him around a little bit, you'll get used to timings. And his last ability and ultimate is Cull. After a brief channel, Khimera slices all enemies in front of him, stunning them for 1.25 seconds and dealing 175, 375, and 575, plus 160% physical damage over 6 hits. Grants 5 spirit regeneration stacks for each enemy hero hit. So if you hit 5 of them, you're automatically at 30. Or 25, sorry. Bad math. Its cooldown is 110, 85, and 60 respectively, and always costs 100 mana. The reason he's so good in the jungle and not in lane is his spirit regeneration, because this only affects enemy heroes and monsters, not lane minions. So he doesn't get any regeneration from hitting lane minions, only heroes and monsters. Since he has no way to get out of a fight, no stuns besides his ultimate, no distance makers, he's forced to be in a fight at all times. When he's in the jungle minions do proc spirit regeneration. So it's better off for him to just stay in the jungle at all times. Having spirit regeneration also means that you can regenerate health in the jungle. So if you're low health and you only got 200 gold because you just had a fight and you didn't kill him, but everyone got away, everyone got out safely, you go in the jungle, you start attacking your minions, your spirit regeneration kicks in, you invigorate, now you're at half health or more. So let's get into a quick game here. I'll be playing against bots just so we can talk you guys through everything, stop when I need to, just to give you guys a brief explanation of what's actually going on, why I'm doing what I am doing, and just give you guys little tips and tricks while I'm going along as well. So I want to select jungle here. As soon as it lets me. There it is. 3, 2, 1. There. English. There it is. I'm gonna be blue just for the side of it.
The battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So the go-to thing now for a lot of people, Overlord of Basilisk. I'm gonna go with Basilisk first, I think. So the most go-to thing right now for people is they're coming over to this lane. They're waiting to see if the other jungler shows up to either put a ward here or to try and take the blue buff. Since this is a bot game, they're not going to do it, but just for good habits, I am going to do it. At around 1 minute or so, you're going to lay your ward here, and you're going to run over to the red buff. I always choose Unleash first, because that will give me the most damage output that I can get, and allow me to clear these jungle camps faster. So I'm going to go with Unleash first, which is my Q, if you're playing on PC. So 1 minute's here, so drop my ward there, and I move over to the other side. I choose 1 minute, that way I can get over here and actually look around my red buff first, to make sure no one's hiding. Because people do like to hide right here, and down along here, to see if they can steal your red buff from you. Since no one is here, and then we can get started. Ooh, lagging a bit. Once you get enough spirit regeneration stacks, you don't need to kite them, because you will regenerate just as much health as you can do. So right now I'm at 20.6 health, and I'll max out at 22. I'm going to get my leap in case I need to run over to the other lane. Sometimes I will do this, even though I don't need to. Since they were level 1, you might get that in reality, but lots of times they will blink out of that. I had my blink as well, so I probably still would have got them. Not 100% sure if I would have got the kill, but it would have been real close. So I'm going to go on to the next one here. I used Leap first because it gives me 5 stacks of spirit regeneration. So that stops me from taking too much damage. That, grab my heal. Nothing I can do in mid right now. Howitzer just gonna push forward. I'll let Howitzer take both river buffs. If I seen Gideon going towards river buff, I would have went over there too. But since he's still chilling in tower, I'll let Howitzer get both. Allow him to top off his mana. Clear this. Keeping them close together as much as you can while using your Unleash is the best because it does cleave for 70% normal damage. Rather than your like 15 or 20% normally. Right. Jump over here. Can I group them up some? Go. I don't go with more damage here. So right now there's nothing to do here. And I'll see if anyone's here. I don't hear nobody. But he didn't clear the side, so I'm going to steal it. One of the upsides to Khimera as well is you can do the objectives by yourself. So now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to buy this Ruthless Broadsword. That'll give me my armor debuff. So I can take on Fangtooth and not have to worry too much. My spirit regen stacks will keep me alive. I should be able to do it no problems. And I won't need Duo's help. One thing you want to do be careful of is if Duo does come over to help, sometimes they do drag their competitors with them. So you do want to be careful of that as well. So now I'm at 35 health per second. My spirit regeneration went from 0.9 to 1.15. Again, that'll increase the further I get. And as you can see, he's not doing enough damage to me to actually kill me. So even if Duo doesn't come over, that's okay. It does slow you down a little bit from clearing your jungle, but that's an objective. It's kind of your job. And as someone who can solo it, even better. So now I want to clear this side of the jungle again. Now that I got Fangtooth down, about the time I clear my right side again, I should be able to do Mini Prime.
Your skill rises.
Mini Prime is a little bit harder, but it's still doable solo early. You just got to make sure that you don't lose your spirit stacks. So we'll clear this one. Keep an eye on what's going on. Shimby got pushed, so I could go straight over for Countess right now, which I probably will. I would have liked to get red buff first, but it's not that big of a deal if I don't have it. For Countess here, if a player ults you, you can still cleanse and get out of it to burn her ultimate. So nothing Countess can do against me now. That kills her. Got my ult. Circle him up some. Finish that. Finish that. We're gonna go up here. If there is a way you can traverse the jungle faster, that's one thing I'd suggest you do. I'll show you an example of what I mean here now. Jump up, over here. It'll save you some precious seconds, and if you do that each and every time this happens, you will gain time. So I'm not going to use my smite here. I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to take blue buff first because I need that 50 gold. That'll finish off my basilisk. So I'll grab blue buff. And screw it while I'm over here. I might as well finish clearing the jungle. Which means I will burn my flash, not my flash, my smite here. Because I will have another one by the time I get to Mini Prime. I can grow this fast now because I'm not ganking too much because I don't need to. dual lanes holding their own, mids holding their own. And they're not near our towers, not anywhere. I can easily gank them. So I'm just going to keep going with my jungle, keep it clean, and do the objectives when need be. Now I also got my Champion's Crest finished. So what I'm also going to do now is I can either go Ice Core and Talons, or Cleanse, or Phoenix. I'm going to go Cleanse for the double cleanse. So that way you can stop a lot of people from just like stun locking you, and like keep your Spirit Invigoration stacks up. So now that the full jungle has been cleared, I'll clear this one here, and then I'll go over to Prime. Okay, now I'm going to overdo Prime. I could do that one over there, but I'll do that after when I come back. That'll allow me to heal. Okay, we're getting Prime. Back off. In. Keep your stacks. That takes some time to get used to, so don't worry about getting the timing down. As long as you have your leap, they push, you leap in immediately. You know, keep it safe. It's just that first one you need to be aware of. I'll use my Spirit Invigoration here. Okay, Prime is done. So at 11 minutes, I just soloed Mini Prime. Which shows how easy it is for Khimera to do things. Since I just seen him use his teleport, he can't get away from me. Now I'm going to go back over and do Fang since I got Prime. Early game, Fang is harder to kill than Prime, as long as you're aware of Prime's abilities. But Sparrow's also here to help me. Let's go by really quick. Now I'm doing 1,000. Smite it for 1,000. I just seen there's 2 or 3 from here. That's 2. And Drongo died as well. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. So I'm going to get the blue buff. I'm going to finish up this jungle here. So I'm going to get this camp over here. Blue buff, go back, buy, and then do red side. Always make a plan on what you want to do for your jungle to keep it as clear as possible. They regen quite fast. So if you spend too long in a lane, all your jungle will be back, and you'll be losing out on experience that way. So it is okay to go gank, but don't spend too much time. If you spend too much, you'll fall behind. Like even now, I can't keep up with middle lane for leveling, and off lane as well. So I'm going to go with Drakium here next. That'll give you the damage, physical armor, ability haste, and increased physical power and healing, which is everything Khimera needs, and allow him to be more of a bruiser type when he's in fights. So now I'm back over here again. Leap over here. Take that. Leap over. One thing you do want to get timing down on too, as well, is you want to basic swing first before you unleash. So you'll see me jump in, basic attack, unleash. It's because your basic attack will hit first, and it'll do more damage, and then your unleash will start immediately. So if you unleash first, you'll be missing that first 128. Well, at this point, I'm doing 128 damage. So you'll miss that first 128 swing. Got that. Again, if she would have blinked there, I would have blinked after her, so I still would have got the kill. Now, most games I probably wouldn't be doing this much damage.
Enemy tower under siege.
This isn't something that would normally happen. Normally he would have run out in front of Howitzer. Howitzer probably would have killed him, because as a player he would have knocked him back and just walked through him that way. So all I'm doing here now is I'm taking their jungle, slow their jungler down. Looks like red buff is up, so I'm going to try to steal that. Since all my team is by their inhibitors, he's probably not going to come here right away. So give me a chance to clear it. See, there he is. At this point, if you're clearing their jungle and their jungler's not coming in to contest, this is when the game slowly starts to fall apart. The jungler starts blaming the other laners because you can't farm anymore, and it all just kind of spirals down on him. Since he can't gank as well, it means they're not getting the kills in lane. Since they're not getting the kills in lane, our people are laning faster and better. This is kind of like just a snowball effect, but the exact opposite for him. Like, he's level 9 right now, and I'm level 11. So what I'm looking for now is I'm trying to buy a bit of time till Fangtooth comes back up. And he'll be up now, and I can solo that. He's up in 3 seconds. 60. So now I'm at 76 health per second. My spirit regen is doing 2.5 health per second per stack. Okay, that's cleared. Lots of times laners will try and come over to help you get early Fang, and what they end up doing is they dragging their laners over as well and causing a team fight. If you're a laner and you see a Khimera and he's not dying to Fangtooth, just stay in your lane. Don't make them think there's any reason why you're leaving your lane, like going to do an objective, unless their jungler shows up. Then rotate immediately. So I'm gonna come over here. Perfect, Sparrow got that. Now I'm gonna back here. I got a lot of gold. So now when I finish up this one, dealing damage to enemy heroes or monsters grants you 2 physical power and 2% increased healing for 5 seconds, stacking 10 times. So I'll get an extra 20% healing.
Enemy tower under attack.
So now I'm gonna go with physical armor, max health. I'll go with Frost Guard here, because normally I will be
The enemy cores under attack.
ganking quite a lot, and I do want to slow them down so they don't do as much damage to me.
An
especially in dual lane, but in every other lane as well. Don't know if I'm going to get it here, but I should have, before red buff, I should have went straight to mini prime, because it switches at 20 minutes. No, I didn't get it. I forgot that it stops like 15, 17 seconds early, so it can switch. I cannot do solo prime. Mini prime, yes. Full prime, no. It has too much damage output. And it has like an anti-heal built in as well. I'm going to try it just to show you guys what I mean. I was at like 15 or 16 and I was at 40 something regen. So I'll jump over here. Oh, I almost lost it. Thought that was going to be the pushback. So now I'm only at 45. Yeah, I'm at 4 stacks. I'm only at 45 health per second right now. All those are going to hit me. Right, so you get every one of them. More teammates means all those bolts get separated between all the teammates. But now I can come here and get my stacks. Now I'm going to jump at Countess here. One thing about Countess, as a player, they can't really get out away from you. They can like dash forward and try to outplay you, but they can't run away. If they try to blink, you can, most times you can jump on them in time. They can't run away. So most times they'll just try to out-damage you by bursting. They'll teleport at you, use their abilities, and run away. If you chase them, then they teleport back in their 3 seconds. So be careful of that. If that happens, jump on them immediately. If not, they will get away from you. Looks like the game's going to end here in 22 minutes. But just to give you a brief show of what you should be doing. 22 minutes, I got 8 kills, but I did a lot of objectives without anyone else having to help. Them not having to help means they can stay in lane and grow faster. So if you can do Fang by your own, do Fang by your own. Allow them to stay in lane, allow them to get the last hits. Like even right now, Sparrow is level 12 in 22 minutes. As a bot. I should be able to do Primal Fang on my own. Yeah, I'm 125 health per second here, so there's nothing he can do. So Howitzer doesn't really need to be here. There's no need for them to get so close either. Now we got Primal Fire, and we got another stack. So I'll go back, finish my Frost Guard. Now I'm going to want some magical armor. So I'll get Void Helm here, so give me extra 10% increased healing. You can get Unbroken Will as well if they have a lot of stuns. Right now, the only ones they have is Richter and Countess's ult. So I'm going to go with Void Helm. That allow me to heal more for doing Fang and Primal. Thought they were going to end by now, but looks like I'm going to have to go do it. Yeah, so all in this game here now. I'll just run up and finish this. No one can really fight against me now.
Enemy inhibitors under siege.
Got a red buff. I got primal fire.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
My call's doing 500 damage now, so.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege. Enemy inhibitor deactivated.
And there we go. That ends the game. So yeah, it gives you a rough idea of what to do there.
Enemy inhibitors down.
Your heal ability, like I said before, is a cleanse in and of itself, and it's also a good heal if you have 30 stacks. If you don't have 30 stacks, it's a mediocre heal. It's not all that great, but it's good to get you out of jams. The one jam it doesn't get you out of is a knock-up. So when Belka knocks you up, don't use that, because you won't do anything. By the time you actually land and start moving again, even out of the stun, you would have landed and you're already running anyway. So don't use it on Belka, but most other ones, any other stuns. Faye's the best one, because she always thinks she's going to get her ult off. As soon as she uses it, you can use it right away. It lets you go. It doesn't even pull you back. So you jump out of Faye, she uses her ult, backs off, you use your invigorate, clear the ult, and she's just standing there dumbfounded. They're like, how'd you get out? And that's how you're going to go about doing that. Again, the stats here are not particularly aggressive one side or the other. I did see that my team had almost as much gold as I did, which means I did my job really well because they could stay in their lanes. Normally at the 24-minute mark, they're at like 6,000 gold. Because they only got one death, only one kill. They had a lot of kills. So that might have been one of the reasons, but where all of them were like it, being able to stay in lane like that, this helps you get more kills, get you level up faster. Leveling up faster means you do more damage, etc. And just, you help snowball the team. You don't need to get 30-something kills to be extremely powerful. Let's see, I had a creep score of 215 in 24 minutes. 25 minutes technically. So you don't need to get a high kill game to really show your effectiveness. Where they didn't have to come for any objectives, they didn't have to come for mini prime, and they still get the bonus. Once I kill Fang, they get the 100 bonus gold too. Once I kill mini prime, they get the bonus gold as well. I'm not sure about the experience. I'm not sure how much that gives out. I think it might give them experience too, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But it does give them the gold. And not having to telegraph that they're coming for it means a lot of team fights don't happen there. If you do get seen, I hope that they do collapse on you. They don't always. But do be careful. If they see you there solo, they will come. Especially their jungler. He will come and contest you for it. They will try to smite it out of you. So make sure you're ready to get that smite off. Lots of times they do come in and stun you just before smite goes off. So keep your heal ready to clear that stun. Just so you can smite as well to try and get that first. So thanks for stopping by here. I hope you guys learned a bit and you can play Khimera in the jungle at a decent rate, so you learned all the little things that you can do with them and learn how to play against other characters. If you have any questions or comments or need to make another video, please leave them in the comments below. And please subscribe if you haven't. I would appreciate it and it really helps me out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.